Hey guys, welcome back to Lad Plays. Hope you're having an amazing day. In today's video, I'm going to be going over the life of Bossk and his possible return in future Star Wars shows. So yeah, let's get straight into it. Bossk was a fictional character in Star Wars The Clone Wars, and he also made a live action appearance in Episode 5 Empire Strikes Back. Bossk was a Trandoshan male, which were red-eyed reptilian species who lived on the planet Trandosha and were also considered one of the best bounty hunting species in the galaxy. Throughout the Trandoshan's existence, they had a great rivalry with the Wookiees. The hate for each other came from both of their planets being in the same system, and that they were some of the first sentient beings they each encountered. Then thousands of years later, the Trandoshans hunted the Wookiees for sport and clothing, which would have escalated their rivalry. Due to this rivalry, throughout Bosk's life, he held a great grudge against the Wookiee Chewbacca. Bossk was the son of Kradox, who was also a successful bounty hunter, and he had taught Bossk his skills and also how to boost the land speeder. And when Bossk became old enough, he followed in his father's footsteps, becoming a bounty hunter himself. When Bossk became a bounty hunter, he also became physically fit and a very skilled fighter. A cool ability that the Trandoshan species had was regeneration. Like normal lizards, they can regrow their tails, and Bossk had to use this ability when he went after a large bounty who was Luke Skywalker. Bossk managed to capture Luke, but he couldn't contain him, and in his escape he cut off Bosk's arm and his leg and thought he left him for dead, until he saw Bossk later on that day in the Tatooine cantina but managed to get away. Bossk had a large arsenal of weapons. His main weapon that he usually carried around was a Relby V10 micro grenade launcher. He also carried around Dioxis grenades, which released a cloud of poisonous gas. He also carried around proximity mines, and Bossk also had a ship, a YV series light freighter which he called Hound's Tooth. Bossk wore an unmodified high altitude wind tech pressure suit, which actually originated from the show Doctor Who, and was actually first seen in Star Wars A New Hope in the cantina. Throughout the Clone Wars, Bossk was a mentor to our very own Boba Fett and stayed by his side all the way up until it became a competition between the both of them. One of the missions that Boba needed to have revenge on was the assassination of Jedi Master Mace Windu, who was the man who took his father's life. In this mission, Bossk was happy to include himself alongside Aurra Sing and Castus, but this assassination attempt went south for them, and Bossk and Boba ended up in a prison on Coruscant. During Bossk and Boba's prison time, Bossk became Boba's bodyguard to protect him from fellow inmates, and when they got released, they went straight back into the bounty hunting trade. Later on in Bossk and Boba's bounty hunting journey, Boba had hired hunters for his new crew and were approached by former Sith assassin Asajj Ventress, who killed one of Boba's crew members and then provided her service to Boba and had taken a mission on Quarzai. The mission that they had signed up for was to protect a sealed box on a train travelling beneath Quarzai's surface, but they had company on the train. Cage warriors attacked the train to recover the box, but the hunters fought back so they could earn their reward. As the bounty hunters who were protecting the box were very skilled in combat, these cage warriors were a whole level above them, and while fighting, Bossk ended up being knocked off the train, which had ended his participation in the mission. This was sadly the last time we see Bossk in the Clone Wars, all the way up until Episode 5 Empire Strikes Back, which at that time he was still considered one of the best bounty hunters in the galaxy. Bossk and Boba stuck together but had to separate as their partnership became a competition, but once again found themselves chasing the same bounty in Episode 5. They both answered Vader's call to find the Millennium Falcon, but Boba managed to find it first. Like I mentioned in my previous video on Cad Bane, the Book of Boba Fett show is the best opportunity we have to see a live action Bossk again. I feel like a huge war is going to break out in the underworld between either Boba Fett and Cad Bane or Boba Fett and Bossk. So yeah guys, hope you enjoyed. Make sure you leave a comment below if you think Bossk may appear in future Star Wars shows. And yeah, make sure you like, subscribe and comment anything else to see on my channel. Make sure you stay safe, stay well, and I'll see you next video. Peace.